This is a Raspberry Pi. It's a computer. I want you to find out how it receives data, which is the input, how it stores data, how it processes data, and how it outputs data. The Raspberry Pi is like any other computer system. You put data in, it stores data, it does stuff to the data computationally, and it outputs the data. Are you beginning to see a pattern emerging? Let's set up the Raspberry Pi and see how it all fits into what we've been learning today. So inputs wise, it's got USB, which you'll be familiar with. That allows me to get data in and out. I have a network port. Again, that's data in and out. I have a digital out, which will allow me to connect that to a digital display such as a HDMI TV. I have a row of pins, and you might not come across these on a typical system, but these allow me to talk to the outside world and also to get data in. I have an analog video out, and this is for older displays. I have sound out. So that's my inputs and outputs covered. Storage wise, everything on the Raspberry Pi is stored on an SD card, such as you might find in a camera, and that pops into the bottom, and this stores the operating system as well as all the data. The processor is here, this little system on chip package here, and so we've got a typical computer system. We've got inputs, we've got outputs, we've got storage, and we've got processing. So if we set this up now, we'll actually see what this computer can do. If I pop the HDMI into the connection here, I've already got the SD card in. Remember, that's my storage. The last thing I need to do is just to power it up. I'll pop in a small micro USB cable, and you will see a load of text on screen. Now, this is something that Apple and Microsoft will hide from you. They hide it behind a little logo because they find it's a bit scary, but as computer scientists, it's really, really useful for us to see this information. We see that it's talking to the inputs and outputs. We see that it's talking to the processor. We see that it's talking to us, the storage on our SD card. And eventually, when it's happy that it's set the system up properly, it will drop into a prompt, and you can then log on using your user ID and your password. And we can see it there, the flashing cursor, which is the start of your computing journey. You've seen how simple a computer system actually is in terms of what it does. Of course, technically, they can be very complex. I mean, stupidly hard and amazing. Some of the most complex things that humans have ever built. But what they actually do in principle is really simple. They take data in, they store that data digitally, they process the data computationally, finally, they output that data. And that is computer systems in a nutshell. Thanks for watching. In future topics, we're going to look at what computer systems can actually do.